Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Snort, snort, snort.
Tell you, drip.
Snort, snort.
I got the drip.
Hey, Phil, you've been throwing curveballs today, which I did not see coming. All right, I did not see them coming at all. But
Story of my life, Craig. Story of my life.
Hey,
Yeah.
I appreciate
for
you.
still being here.
Do you
Phil.
want to keep going?
Honestly.
I've got till around 4 p.m. We could keep going. If you have more questions, I'm down for it.
So
Well, hold on.
let me say this. I
It's
reached
almost
out.
10 p.m. for me, and I haven't had dinner, and so I can't go much longer.
Give us 15
starving.
minutes. Let's go 15 more minutes.
Okay.
Okay. And if you guys are new, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. Once again, we stream Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Central Time. We have some great interviews coming up. Once again, Mark the Cyborg, James Rolfe, the Angry Video Game Nerd, coming up. So make sure you guys are here for those. We'd really appreciate it. Once again, you can follow us over on Twitter at SidescrollerPod. You can follow me at, you can see down there, and Adam as well. And obviously, Darkside Phil as well. Okay, so Phil, I reached out. We only have like 15 more minutes. And once again, I appreciate everybody hopping in, being a part of the day, being a part of the stream, and all your super chats have been amazing. I want to let you know that we will definitely take a look at them. I don't think we're going to read them on stream, but during our post show over at patreon.com/sidescrollers, we'll bring Blabs and Travis in, and we'll continue on while so Adam can go get some food. But I wanted to play some audio. This is actually, I reached out to several of your detractors, Phil, and I thought it would be fair to allow them to ask questions. So I wanted to play this for you, and we'll just kind of go from there. Okay, does that sound good?
Sure. Fire away.
Are you okay with that?
I don't know who they are. I don't know what they're saying, obviously. So.
Well, this is from ItsAGundam. Are you familiar with that name?
I'm familiar with the name, and I'm definitely familiar with the voice.
Okay, well, you're gonna know the voice. So here you go. This is a question from him.
Hey there, Philly cheesesteak. Guess who it is? Your favorite YouTuber. We're best friends. Remember that time you thought it'd be funny to put a restraining order on me, Filbert? Well, Philly, my question is, what the hell did you spend $500,000 on? You didn't pay off your house. You didn't pay off the condo. You didn't pay off any car you own. You're in debt. Where did the money go? Why did you take business loans? What did you use the business loan money for? You never improved your content. You've been using the same camera for nigh on 5,000 years. If it wasn't for, like, the Dutch brothers sending you a new web camera or, like, LEDs in the background, you'd have no ideas. Where'd the money go? You're like a politician in San Francisco. If I went to the mayor and I said, Mayor of San Francisco, where did all that money go, that $120 million you defunded the police with and put into black communities? Where did it go? You know, Phil, you screwed up. You never should have been a YouTuber. You should have been a politician in San Francisco. You would have gotten away with it, baby, if it wasn't for those meddling detractors.
Is it going to end at some point?
All right, it's over now.
It's actually not too late. I mean, politicians tend to be older.
Mm-hmm. Look, that was a long question. I think my first question after that is,
I think we handled that though already. We talked about that shit.
But the 500,000. That's the first I've heard of that figure. Where is that?
No,
coming from, dude?
I mentioned it earlier. We talked about it. And
Could be the bankruptcy. I'm not sure.
And I asked him, and if it was the bankruptcy, and I think that's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you taken out any business loans? And if so, what were they used for?
Business loans? No. Everything that all that debt that got written off was credit cards and stuff. Now I'm trying to think. Oh, I had personal loans, not business loans. I've never taken out any kind of loan officially in the name of the business or anything like that. Mm-hmm. No.
Okay. Is there anything else, like, I don't know. It's very rarely do you have an opportunity to kind of interact with.
Did he used to be on the Howard Stern show? His voice is so familiar to me. He used to be. Was he that clown guy? Seriously, he sounds just like him. He sounds just like him. Now, I don't know. He's one of the many detractors who make videos about me. I've literally never watched a video of his, so I really don't have anything to say.
Do you think that by not watching his videos, do you think that if you were to spend time watching their videos, you'd be able to react and, you have a reaction channel. Don't you think there's an entire niche market of you reacting to negative content about yourself?
Perhaps in the future, yes. Now that I'm doing that, it's only been in operation for a month. It's something that I would consider dabbling in the future. The thing is, there is something with these detractors. The more attention you give them, just the worse it gets. It eggs them on to do more. So my opinion is, people are not coming to my channel to see this. They don't care about that. They want to see gameplay. They want to see whatever. I don't want to inundate them with that stuff, so I don't address it.
Okay.
But maybe,
I was
maybe
going to
it
say
would
a
be
new
up for the
show
reaction.
idea, the Detractor reactor.
Yeah, maybe that should be something we do. A whole
Pretty good.
show where I react to the Detractor stuff.
I've given you 2 good show names so far.
I did react to the original This Is How You Don't Play last year. So just want to talking 2 sides of the fence of how it's completely unfair how I'm treated. The guy tried to take it off the internet, so I couldn't react to it. Everyone else had done it, but when I went to do it myself, no, you can't do that, Phil. Like, what are you talking about? It's fair use. You
Got to download it. Got to download it next time.
Well,
So-
someone gave it to me, so.
Can we talk about that though, real quick? Have you ever tried to remove reactive content for your business that people have reacted from
Reactive content. So you're saying someone actually watching my content and reacting to it.
or just posted clips of it?
The only time that I have tried to ever take anyone down was straight up ripping the raw content and illegally reposting it with absolutely no transformative work whatsoever added to it. The moment that someone's there and they're talking about it, that's transformative. I know, because everyone does it. There's a judge that made a ruling on that. The only way that really legally you should be able to take anything down is if they just right now, if they rip this raw podcast from side scrollers and put it on their channel, no context, no commentary, that's illegal. Everything else is fine. So no, I've never tried to do that at all to anything that's reactive content or reacting content like that. No.
So I understand that, right? And technically, legally, you are correct, right? But this goes back to this is the internet, and the internet. I know that people are going to take this episode and if I'm sure Gundam and Keem and all sorts of people are going to go and they're going to make content based off of this content. But ultimately, and we could get upset about that because legally, right? But ultimately, that's going to help the show. That will benefit side scrollers because more people know about side scrollers, right? So, I just feel like I've kind of zeroed in on what's happening. Like, Phil, the internet has changed, and you haven't necessarily changed with the internet over, whether it's the things that we've talked about today. And so there's big opportunity for you to adapt and change with the internet. You've changed some formats, you've changed some, changed your content and such, but the internet still is adapting, and it's adapting literally exponentially fast. And it's something that, needs to be done if you're going to be, a relevant content producer online. And I don't know. I would just love to hear your thoughts on that. That's just a reoccurring theme that I've heard today.
Well, of course, what I'm going to say is, today I've changed and I'm much different. He said that a million times already on the show, right? I mean, I really am trying to be different and more receptive to criticism and being open. Like the React stuff I'm doing right now that I just started doing last month. That's something I was so against for so many years. And that's a running pattern with me. I'm stupid. I'm ignorant. I say dumb stuff. Then someone finally says, "Hey, Phil, wake up, stupid head. Check this out." And actually, there is some meaning to doing that. You can add context. You can add, your own perspective. You can make a React that's not just being dumb stuff, but instead intelligent content. And now I know that I need to keep doing that. I feel like I'm getting better at it. It's a work in progress, just like everything in life. And with any person who's trying to grow or evolve, it's a work in progress for me to become more open-minded. I feel I'm a lot better at walking in other people's shoes now. I'm a lot better at listening to other perspectives and suggestions for improvement. You're right. I need to adapt and be open-minded to change in the future. Correct.
Phil, I got to say, it took a lot of balls to come on the show and handle the questions.
If anything, that's the one actual positive thing I hear is that Phil never gives up. Phil is the unbreakable rock that the waves crash against, and he's still gonna be here at the end. You know what I'm saying? Like, I put up with all of it, and I'm not going anywhere, man. I'm gonna keep making content. I'm not gonna give up on it. I love it. It's my passion. It really is my passion. Best job I've ever had, and I'm happy to be here with you guys and be honest with you as much as I could. Thank you. You guys were great hosts. I know it sounds like we're ending now. There was a great opportunity at least to get my perspective out there. Thank you.
Well, and we appreciate you coming on. We still got a few more minutes because I want Adam to be able to get food. But is there anything that you feel that you need to touch on before we leave, before we part today?
There's so much. I mean, we could go on for hours and hours. The things people have said about me grooming my ex-girlfriend. Is
that
ridiculous.
what you want to focus on, though? He asked you specifically. Is there anything that you want to bring up?
Okay, well, let's do this. Phil, would you be open to coming back on again?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay. Cool.
You guys are
And
great.
we could do like a part 2 and just kind of hit on more of those things, right? Because I want to be conscious of everybody's time. All right, well, let's do this. We'll schedule a part 2 for some time down the line, right? And you know, get you on for a part 2. But in the meantime, what is the one thing that you wish you could address right now that we haven't addressed today?
Oh my gosh. You know,
Well, the first thing you just said was that grooming shit. Like, what's up with that? Because I don't like it.
Of course, it's blatantly false. It's my ex I met. She contacted me. I never contacted her. She contacted me via YouTube DMs when they were a thing. That's how long ago this was, over a decade ago. She was an adult, a legal adult. We spoke for months before we ever started dating. People say I met her when she was like 16 and I groomed her for years. I never even spoke to her until after she was 18. It's a complete and bold-faced lie, okay? Another thing. I'm sorry that I have to bring this up, but I talked with my wife about it. I want to get this out in the open. People say that I'm some kind of a horrible woman abuser, and basically I groom these women and I bring them into my, to my personal life. My wife and I met online, casually talking for a few months before we ever started dating or anything like that. Okay. Basically, she was in a really bad place in her life, an abusive relationship. She got out of that relationship, and once she did, then we started talking a little bit more romantically, and then things pursued. People made stuff up and said that I basically stole her from her ex and that he's a victim. It's funny because when you look on the internet, they will find all this public information about me and my personal life. They'll find my bankruptcy. They'll find all these statements. Did you ever find the restraining order that she had against her ex because he was hitting her? Right? But, make him look like a good guy on the internet, right? Which is what they've done. My detractors have actually done this. They've gone into her personal life with her family. She has nothing to do with me or my content. Stop. If you're going to mess with me, that's one thing. Leave my family, leave my everyone out of it. Make fun of me. Put the brunt on me. It's one of my biggest regrets as a content creator. I never meant for anyone to get hurt doing this. Never. I feel awful that my wife every day is feeling awful about things going on. Like, why are they saying these things about her? She has nothing to do with any of this. Leave her out of it, all right? Just all this stuff. I mean, I'm sure there's a million other things. There'll be a part 2. We'll get to it then. But those are two things that have always been horrible to women. If anything, you will never, ever, 1,000,000%, you will never find someone on the internet saying that Phil was in a sex scandal, Phil was abusive to women in the past. I have never done that in my life. 1,000,000%. But they want to say it, and it really irks me the wrong way. So.
I understand. All right. Well, look, I think this is a great place to stop. Like I said, let's definitely. I'll email you. I won't DM you. I promise. I'll email you, and we'll set up a part 2. I think that there's still a lot to cover, but I know that I speak for everybody when I say we appreciate your time, we appreciate your patience, we appreciate taking the time to allow us to kind of poke and prod. And I know I had no intentions of this being like an interrogation interview. Hopefully, you didn't feel like it was an interrogation interview, but hopefully you feel like we were fair, because I feel like I said, I try to be fair to me, fair to whoever we're interviewing, and fair to the audience. So hopefully you feel that was the case.
I do. Ultimately, I would hope that once, we've had all these episodes of the interrogation, that I can just be a normal guest. I love you guys, man. I used to be a huge Screw Attack fan back in the day. You were playing a video 2 days ago of a MagFest where we're peeing on Shaq Fu. I was in that video. That's how long I've been a fan of Screw Attack. I just want to chill with you guys. I have a normal show. I don't want your whole show to be the Dark Side Phil show.
Well, hopefully we'll be able to get to that point. I love it for sure. Well, once again, if you guys are new, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. We're going to end the stream here. Once again, make sure you guys subscribe for part 2. But we're going to continue with
before we end. Hold on, I just want to say to everyone who supported today, thank you so much. I don't know how we're gonna handle it. We've been going for 5 hours. This is I had no idea what to expect. It's pretty crazy, but I really do want to say thank you to everyone out there who, whether you know our show or not, this is kind of like what they just said. It's not what our show is. We shoot the shit about video games, talk about weird cultural stuff. It's a lot of fun. I feel like Craig and Phil were talking, and Craig wanted to give Phil a platform to basically, make your piece. So I don't know when number 2 will be, but normally we read all our super chats throughout it, and it didn't feel appropriate to do that today because I'm sure there's a lot of them that are probably really good super chats, but there's probably a lot of them that are really would throw things to the side. We know about everything that is going on the internet. I feel like Craig did a fantastic job of putting questions together. That was his journalism degree, by the way. I mean, fantastic. He actually used it for the first time in his life. Congratulations, by the way, Craig.
All right, nice.
So thank you very much for your support. I really appreciate you all. All right, please continue, Craig.
Yeah, and once again, we're going to continue with our post show over on, and Phil, you can bounce whenever you like. But we're going to
stick around, man. Listen, support good people making good content. These are good people. Your other hosts are good people. I would love to do a post show with you guys too if you want. I'm here.
Okay, sounds good. Well, we'll continue the post show over there, over at patreon.com/sidescrollers. You guys can go over there and support the show there. We appreciate everybody popping in. I hope that you guys come back tomorrow. That's the big thing. You can have a great show, but I want to see you guys tomorrow and join this amazing little positive community we have going on over here. So make sure you guys hit the subscribe button on your way out. Mark it on your calendar every Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock Central Standard Time. So with all that said, remember, people are going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got a goal. Go get it. I'll see you guys later. Twitch, we're going to say goodbye to you now. Goodbye.
Fatality.
And all our friends over on YouTube, we'll see you guys over on patreon.com/sidescrollers. So with that said,
was that too early?
It was too early, but not too gone. We're about to finish now. So bye-bye.
Go. I got the drip going. 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 It's like a faucet that's dripping. You can't make it stop. So what do you want me to do? Have a mute button that every second I'm tapping the mute button just in case I'm gonna have to clear? Like, this is what I mean. These dumb kids. This is what it is. It's dumb kids.